guys, welcome back. Here we are again. It's Scorpion Strike time. Scorpion Strike versus the Low Flare. Scorpion Low Flare has been a very stable ball. It's been in the middle of the bag, and I think today what we're gonna see out of the Scorpion Strike is gonna be a little bit more length and a lot more pop, because this ball's got HK22 on it. It's got the Scorpion core. It's basically the Scorpion Sting, but a lot stronger cover. So we're gonna see the difference in those two balls. We're gonna see how they play out. You might see a Syrup Jim sighting today. I'm not entirely sure. We're gonna go hunting for some MBC, and let's see what we can do here. The numbers on this ball is 248 on the Scorpion Strike and an 045 differential. A little bit stronger than the Low Flare, obviously, but that Scorpion core, we're gonna see how it performs. Let's give it a shot. All right, here we go. Scorpion Low Flare. We're gonna get some baseline footage for you. This is a little bit shined up. It's not out of the box. It's got a little bit of lane shine on it. We're gonna be starting at roughly 19, and we'll see where we go. Pretty decent first shot. This ball, for me, it really gets up in the mid lane and it really wants to roll, but it's got some legs to it down lane. This is just our house shot, so you're gonna see probably a lot of movement out of these balls. For those of you, if you haven't got one yet, get yourself a chamois. West Seattle Bolt Pro Shop chamois are available in the Pro Shop if you're in town. We're still on our record heat wave here at West Seattle, well, in Seattle. Get over there. Stand up. It's too early for it to be standing up. We're on our heat wave, so it seems, and everything's always hot. So hopefully the pins are cooperative and the strikes are hot. That needs to roll. It rolled, but a little late. Not the greatest. Not the greatest, but that's okay. That's all right. Again, out of that ball, stability is the name of the game. I will try my best today to not offer up the spray and pray release, but we shall see. Well, there's 4 for 4. Bounced around a little bit. Doesn't look very uninviting. Looks pretty happy being where it's at. A little inside. Slap that 10 out. Make you say, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a little bit better. A little long. Not too bad though. Yeah, as we discussed in the last video for the Hazmat Solid, my break point on the house shot is like 8, 9, 10. So being that they're still kind of fresh, you're gonna see a lot of free hook, I think. But those shots have all been relatively close. There we go. That's money. All right, not too shabby, I'd say. There's 6 shots right there. That's a good baseline data to go for. But much as that's fun, we're not here for that ball. We're here for the man of the hour. Too sweet to be sour, Scorpion Strike. Layout on this ball, for those of you that paid attention in the last video, my pap has changed considerably. We went with a 5.5 inch pin to pap on this shot, or on this ball. And it's a little bit different than the Low Flare layout. Basically, it's an inch moved over to the left of where the Low Flare is. We'll see what it gives us. This ball is a Scorpion Sting with a HK cover. So it's definitely gonna be clean. It's definitely gonna be strong. It's got a little bit of black in it. You know what that means. They don't roll bad. We'll just stand in the same spot and we'll see what we get. NBC. You gotta go hunting for that NBC. You gotta get up early in the morning. NBC sometimes likes to sleep in. So, this ball obviously with HK Pearl, HK22 Pearl on it, it's gonna be obviously cleaner, more down lane. This is a ball that I don't think I'd necessarily pull out on fresh. It would be something that we want to throw as the lane starts to break down or as the low flare starts to maybe hook too much. That one's a pinch in. Not too bad though. Had enough pop down lane. Speed on that was pretty good too. Just inside. But it still got to that 8, 9, 10 area. I personally did not drill a scorpion sting. Kind of wish I did now. Get it out a little bit more. Yeah, wrap 10. Kind of deserve that one. Got a little bit farther right and see what we can do with it. Being on a fresh shot with only a handful of shots ahead of it with the low flare, you're gonna see a lot of angle and a lot of skid flip out of that. But still recovered, still did its job. Try that again and see what happens. Same spot, outside. Yeah, that one got up a little bit more though. There we go. All right, well, I guess let's try that shiny stuff out. Let's see what happens with it here. The Pearl will move a little bit farther right. Still try to get it down lane though to the same spot. There we go. Straighten it out just a little bit. That would probably be where I think I would want to throw that ball, as opposed to being farther left with the low flare and really opening up the lane. But the Scorpion Strike had no problem being there. Throw a couple more there, and I was really worried it would jump early, but it didn't. Let's try that again and see what we get. Obviously, straighter is greater. Now standing on 15, for those of you that are paying attention to that. Oh, my guy. Holy moly. Where would we want this ball? This ball fits in the mid-performance category. A nice step down from your Scorpion low flare, a step down from maybe your Envy Tour, and definitely something maybe games 2 and 3 in your league night, or games 3, 4, 5 in your league, in your tournament block, depending on what you're bowling on, obviously. But definitely a nice complement to the low flare. You see it getting through the spot more where the low flare wants to read in that same spot. Ooh, that was bad. Watch this. NBC. Damn. Wow. So, off of that, let's go back to the low flare in that spot, and let's just see. My guess is it's gonna roll a little bit sooner. It'll be close because it's still fresh. And it wants to pick up just a little bit stronger. That was a little left, but it wanted to pick up just a little bit more sooner in the lane. Not quite as much back end down lane, but wow. Let's try that again, but get it to the right. Don't be scared to throw it to the right. Like that one. Not too bad, huh? Definitely different shapes coming off the end of the pattern, but still relatively close. It's a fresh pattern. We're only about 15 shots in, maybe 15 to 20. So not a lot of movement, but very different coming off the end of the pattern. One's definitely heavier. We'll stick with the low flare for one more there. Try to roll that one more. Yeah, that's where you see it want to really dig. If you can catch it to the dry earlier, it's going to definitely read it and sit up. It's not going to be pushed through it as much as the strike will. Let's try that with the strike and see what that does in that same spot. Yeah, more of a forgiving shot. You see it want to go a little bit longer than the low flare in that spot and just not be as early, which is what it's designed to do. All right, so let's go back to the happy zone for this ball. Go back to where we were standing. Just try to throw it really good. Like that. Oh man. Oh. That 248 RG, that 045 diff, it's definitely that mid-performance line, and you can see what it's doing. It is just a very smooth, a very happy roll down lane. We aren't seeing anything crazy out of it. It's not jumping early. It's not skating too long. It's got that nice, even roll. It's right there in the middle of your bag for mid-performance. All right, so I mean, I don't know what else we can really say about this ball besides it's definitely gonna fit in that middle of your bag, and it's a pretty darn good piece from what I can tell. It's very nice complement to the low flare. So let's do one more here. In just a pinch, but it doesn't care. It'll still slap it out. We didn't have any dirty dogs this video. That's a first for us. Maybe we had a Serb gym sighting, I don't know. But we didn't have any dirty dog sightings. So Scorpion low flare, I don't know what else to say besides run, don't walk. Just like with the low flare, get to that Proshop, get one ordered for yourself if you need something in the middle of the bag, just like that. There is a bunch of more videos coming out soon. More balls are getting released, so make sure you guys tap the like button on there and subscribe, because we're gonna have a lot more content coming out for you. Before we get you going, we got an update. That max bias that we had shiny in the last ball review for the Hazmat Solid, I did throw that in league that night, and man, that ball was pretty amazing. Had a 750 last week with that ball. I don't think I ever got to go to the Hazmat Solid because that max bias was there all night. So tonight, I'll throw the Hazmat a little bit more, and we'll have an update for you on the next one that we do. But 2-inch pin to pat balls make you say, yeah. Don't overlook them. Talk to your Proshop operator. We'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.